Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cluster API release team meeting, a, a subsection of SIG cluster lifecycle. We are meeting on today, June 3rd, 2025. I'm Chris Privateer, bringing you not my podcast intro, but the release team meeting. Man, I do that too habitually. All right. If you are joining, please feel free to leave your name in the doc that you attended today. And I just dropped that in the Zoom chat for folks who might not have it. If you need edit permissions for the doc, you get that up by joining the SIG Cluster Lifecycle mailing list. And then lastly, this is a meeting that abides by the CNCF Code of Conduct. So please use the raise hands feature to talk and be nice to everybody. Um, Yay. Hi. All right. First thing, I figured I'd go over what the next known milestone is from my perspective. Get it written down there. That way people know we're on the same page in case there's something we need to do sooner. But the next thing I'm aware of is June 17th, we'll cut more releases of 1.9 and 1.10, and maybe a new second alpha of 1.11. But that has to be confirmed by like the maintainers that they want that to happen. Um, Biggest note I have for June 17th is Chris start new job on the 16th, may only be available late after and evening the 17th. So, and I will make this clear when we get closer to the date for the maintainers, but I'm starting a new job on the week of the 16th. And so I'm going to be pretty distracted with that entire week, obviously. And I don't know how easy it'll be for me to do Kate stuff during the day that week. So anyway, Matt.
Yeah, we can pick up the slack. I mean,
Yeah,
you
and I
probably want to
figured that might
focus
be
on
an
your new
option
job.
too. Yeah.
Also, congratulations. I know you've been looking for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very, very happy. Um, and it's also why I've been so spotty the last couple of weeks too. Just been nailing all that down. And now I'm gonna rest for a couple weeks and then jump into the fire again and do job stuff and Kate stuff during my spare time, the way God intended. All right. So, first off, a status update from CI team. Anything for us, Matt?
Nothing that significant. Things look pretty green. Uh, there's a couple flakes that I didn't see in the issues, so I created new issues for them, but it doesn't look like anything particularly urgent, although there are a couple that keep coming up, and Alima correctly pointed out one of them is actually kind of old since November, and
Hmm.
you saw that as well. But overall, things are pretty green, nothing to panic about, and I think we're covered in terms of there's an issue for every flake that's going on.
Awesome. Those two that you made that I saw were 12298 and 12315. I tried to add search links for them for the Kate's triage board, um, so that you can see how often they've been happening,
Oh, awesome.
which is nice. Let me zoom in on this for the video, folks. This is the Kate's triage board. The easiest way to find a link to it is through the issues, where I've added some because this site is difficult to use, but it gives you this nice graph to let you know, like, hey, how often has this test failed? Um, or for the other one, since it's not a well, whatever. Or same thing with end-to-end tests. There's different search terms to use, but yeah, really good for visualizing that stuff. So you can see that that particular test you noticed has been having issues for at least a little while. Um, but the other ticket, actually, I do want to bring up the other ticket. That's is it this one? Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. Actually, they're about as frequent as each other. I thought this one was
I
much more, but it's
I
not.
closed one of them as a duplicate, but there's still two that are
I
open.
didn't
So
add that one. Yeah, you
okay,
got that
yeah,
one
good.
before I found it, so I feel good. I didn't add a search just to have it
Just real
closed.
quick, I think Matt, the other one of your other issues is also another duplicate.
Uh-oh.
I'll just put it in the Slack, but no worries. It's good to
No,
it's
that's good. I'm glad they're covered. I just did a cursory look for them, and maybe the description didn't match.
No,
But
it's
thank you.
very difficult to figure out like are these two tests failing for the same reason? Because sometimes they can give the same error and have different reasons. It's that weird sometimes. But
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
don't worry about that. Like what you did is probably the right instinct, and then the maintainers or whoever digs in can be like, oh wait, there's two different things going on, or they fix one, then it still happens, then we can dive into it and catch the other one. So I think your way is right, the most right, the closest to right. One of those terrible essays where you have to like pick the most correct answer because I'm not good at writing test questions, sort of thing that you get in college, right? Let's see. Did you put it in the Zoom? I don't see it.
Oh, you, no, I didn't. Just a sec. The other one just did not install it. It looks like it might have been something on their side in terms of we curled it and we got an error document back and we didn't expect that, perhaps something like that.
Am I
So it's probably
showing
totally
now?
transient, but
Oh, okay. Is this the one that you think is a duplicate, Alima? Or is that a different one? That's what I was looking for, is like to see if we could figure out what's a duplicate.
No, that one is not a duplicate.
Okay, okay. So, ooh,
that's
um,
the entire log. It just dies
that
before it
is
gets done.
probably a Prow issue and not an us issue.
Yeah,
But
I figured,
yeah,
but I wanted to cover it.
cool. All right. Well, so out of these, just to be clear, is it which one is it? Okay. Would do you Alima, which one is a like which issue is a duplicate of which other
Oh,
issue is what
sorry.
I'm
Let
looking
me,
for.
I was like commenting it in Slack. Let me move it over to here. The two duplicates are, let me see if I can copy and paste this.
All right. Thanks, Adil. I got that one up. I didn't notice that for some reason. Oh, and you got the triage link too. I love it. Thank you. All right. Okay. This new issue is a duplicate of
Do
this
the
issue.
hyperlinks work?
They
Yeah.
they do. Let
Okay,
me
good.
take a look here. So we got this issue 12315 might be a duplicate of 12301. And is 12301 already on the board? No. Okay. So oh, okay, I see. You both recently got these, so like Matt, you may have found one that Alima had already reported. It looks like. At least that's the theory.
Most likely.
All right. Well, I trust you if you'll go over those and figure it out. What I'm
Mhm.
noticing
Yeah, I think
is
I'll just close mine.
is it the same? It is. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to add this one while we're here and on the call to our little board. And then I will remove this one. Delete from project. This. Okay, cool. And we added two CI team issues. Good to go. And we reviewed the board at the same time. Yay. All right. Back to the meeting notes. All right. And now, thank you, CI team folks. Keep them coming. And if you got time to dive in and trying to debug them, the feeling I'm getting from looking through the current open issues is that they're just throwing slash help and they don't have time to really dive into them. It's and that's a cycle sort of thing. Sometimes they have lots of time, sometimes they don't. Um, especially because Stefan is doing that whole thing where he's reorganizing the API and the repo. Is that even done yet? Oh my gosh. Must be taking all his time. All right. So if you have time to dive in and try and debug or get more info, just open up one of those issues, see what we can figure out, ask other team members for help, ask me or Matt for advice. And if we got time, we do it. And if we don't, we don't. But hopefully we'll keep making progress and at least everything's logged. That's the important part. All right. Now handing over to comms team. Any updates, Jonathan?
So last week I had a initial team meeting, like release comms team meeting with the members, and I explained the all the roles and responsibilities, what we need to do as a comms team, and also I explained about the issues that I have created. So one of the issues is got picked up. I think two more issues got left. anyone can pick the tab from the comms team. But yeah, it's open for anyone. But yeah,
You said there's 3 new issues to pick up? Or 2 new issues to pick up? What did you?
yeah,
Sorry. Three
yeah. So
issues, two
that
still need to be picked up.
yes,
Okay. And let's see. How do I search? Is there a way to make a convenient link for people to find those? Let's see. Probably be issue. Is there like an area for
I
that?
think that is
Or is it a
already there.
kind?
You can directly get that from there. I think you added in the last week.
Oh, I added in the last week. Um,
Mhm.
sorry, help me. I don't know what you mean.
Just trying to find out. Let me open.
Oh, down here.
I got one. Let me paste all three. I think two is already picked up.
Ooh,
Yeah, I pasted the issues link in the chat.
all right. Let's get all these open.
So I can see two issues is already picked up now. Only one is left.
Yep, that one. 122, it's already there. 12278 already there. All right, so they're all on the improvement board, so that's good.
Yep.
I guess what I was looking for was an issue search that would just find all these, but they don't have a common kind. Okay, yeah, so they're not classified anyway like that. All right, but they're on our board, so that's the important part. So on our board,
Yeah.
you see these 3 communications team issues. If you want access to the project board, again, you got to be in the SIG. Well, actually, I might have made it public. I think I did make it public, so that's good. And the link to the project board is in the meeting notes. So you just click this improvement board link, find these 3 issues that are in the um, listed as comms team, and which one actually needs someone to pick it up? Probably nope.
The
Yeah,
last one. Uh,
this one.
one. No, not that one.
Oh,
I think the last one is 12277.
12277. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So I'm going to put that in the release notes direct, or excuse me, in the meeting notes directly, as help wanted. All right. So if you're on the comms team or just interested in helping regardless, well, actually, do you only want comms people to work on this or is it open to anybody?
I think it's open to anyone.
Okay, cool. So if you're watching this and you want to volunteer, here's an issue that's good to dig into. Um, is and I guess I didn't see how hard it would be to deal with. It's just yeah,
Uh,
just continuing fixing the script, right?
yeah, it's a straightforward. It's not
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, I just signed myself it.
Oh, okay. Well, done with that.
Let me know if you need any help.
Thank you. All right. So one of your issues, since we've got you here, 12278, there was a comment from Stephen, not sure how to say his name right, asking about why is only RC and beta supported, and no one's replied to that yet. So I just wanted to make sure you guys saw that he asked a question on that one.
Uh,
So Suzu, I guess
Okay,
if you're working on it, you can deal with it, but if you need to talk or get some answers on why only
sure.
these are supported. I understand why he's confused because, like, well, what about non-beta release tags? Is that already
Uh,
handled
I,
correctly, or what's going on there? It's probably what he's wondering.
I will
eh,
look at that.
I think the assumption is that in those other cases, it's always from main,
Hmm.
is why we don't have to
Yeah.
specify it, but we can,
I think just saying that out loud, just to make it clear why,
yeah, I can comment there.
yeah, because I imagine this is one of those scripts that it doesn't make sense until you step through the logic, and then it's like, oh, yeah, I see what it's doing. One of those
Yeah.
things where we've added these these workarounds for these edge cases, and we didn't need to explicitly call it the main cases because it just does it right by default or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. You tell
Yeah.
me. But yeah, there you
Right.
go.
So for this release, like I think last release we have generated alpha release. For that, I had to modify a script little bit because that was not supported. So I think that can also be added here.
Oh,
With
cool.
RC, beta, and alpha as well. So all three should be supported.
That would probably help make it more clear too. Yeah. Because otherwise they're going to see this and like, what about alphas? Be like, did you even think about them? And you're like, yeah, we did. All right. Thank you. I'm going to shut up now. We've looked at the improvement board already. We've talked to all the teams. Oh, wait. No, I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to do one thing. Let's look at the release tasks. Everything's been checked off up until week 8. So that's the next. And I mentioned earlier, these are next what's up. If there are more tasks to add here, more things going on that aren't being caught by our docs, let me know. Otherwise, I'm seeing us just grind on the normal sorts of issues we should be finding, and I'm happy. And now I'm going to be quiet and leave room for questions, comments, complaints, suggestions. Demands. Nothing, huh? Okay. Well, thanks everyone. I'll give you all your time back. And at least how much should we schedule this for? I guess we haven't, so I think it's a half-hour meeting normally, so here's 10 minutes back. Thanks, everyone. And I guess we'll see you next week. Until then, just ping everybody in Slack. We'll be there.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Adios.
guys. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.